Today's yoga is probably one of the most transformative yogas that you could do in terms of changing your body's mobility and flexibility. It's a yin yoga, so a yin style yoga. This means we're holding the poses for a really long period of time, so it's going to be incredibly nourishing for the body. First place we're going to start is all the way downstairs, and we're starting straight into our poses. So just want us to begin in our pigeon pose. So you're going to bring one leg in front of you, the other leg behind you, and you can start with that leg bent like this, or you can straighten the leg behind you. And each pose we're going to be holding for 3 minutes. So I've got a timer here to keep us on track. And we're going to start into this first one here now. So just bringing yourself all the way down. And if you want, bring this leg further forward. Otherwise, just let yourself melt down and soften into the ground. So this is also a time where I really want you to focus on your breathing. Just letting the body calm down, slow down, and loosen up. So think of big deep breaths into your belly and out. Too often we rush through our stretching. And just by doing a really slow hold every now and then in your yoga practice, this is when you're really going to be able to start to see the changes in all of your other yoga poses. Because our ligaments and muscles need the time to let go and to loosen. And they often just want to put up a bit of a battle as well. You want to hold on. It's a bit of a metaphor for our own mindset, really. Just think big deep breaths and just asking the muscles to let go. Okay, just take in a couple more big deep breaths, and almost like a wave, just find the depth of your mobility. Try that again one last time. Breathe in, and really breathe out. Beautiful, lift yourself up. Bring your back leg around to the front, coming into a half lotus, so you can let that leg rest up on the top. And we're going to start our next 3 minutes. So this can stay here if this is enough, or you can let it drop down onto the ground. And again, just wiggle down so both seat bones are even, and just let yourself melt down into this pose. Just letting the body, little by little, give us up some mobility and flexibility. Use this time to really be present as well. So try and not let all that chatter turn up in your mind. And just try and focus on your breathing. Focus on what you're feeling. Focus on the changes that happen within the muscles and the ligaments. And with every breath out, you're just asking them to let go that little bit further. Not comparing your mobility to anyone else. Not trying to make it perfect. Just going with the feeling and going with what feels right for your body. Big deep breaths into the belly and simply let go. Take in a couple of really big deep breaths again. As you breathe out, just let the body melt down. Use that wave to find the edge of your mobility. Try that again. 2 more big deep breaths. Breathe in and exhale and drop. And one last time. Let yourself lift up. You're going to come up with that leg that was on top, comes out in front, and we glide the bottom leg out behind us. From here, we're just going to drop down onto our elbows and start our next 3 minutes. So if this is too much, you can have your hands up here and you might like to start here, or you just might want to creep down to one elbow or maybe down to the other. And again, we're just focusing on a different area, same joint, just getting more mobility into our hips. Okay, for our final 30 seconds, let's take that breath. So breathe in, breathe out, and find the edge of your mobility. Try that again. Breathe in and breathe out. One last time. Breathe out. Beautiful. Lift yourself up onto your hands. We're coming into pigeon pose on the side, so wiggle that foot around, tuck it in, and just let yourself come down. So again, wiggle yourself all the way down if you wish, or bend in that back leg if this is enough for you. You can stay right here. Otherwise, let's start again. And just come right into your breathing again. It's right in these sorts of moments that our mind starts to get distracted. And we start to kind of look at the time, or we look ahead to the rest of the day, or we fret about the past. And just when you feel those moments creep in, think of it as a tool and a little reminder just to come back to be present. Come back to focus on your breath. Be fully aware of what's going on in your body. Feeling the ligaments lengthen in the muscles. And for our final 30 seconds, take those big deep breaths in. Exhale and find the edge that you need. Take 2 more big breaths. Breathe out. And let go. And one last one. And soften. Okay, let's bring that back leg around to the front. Come into your half lotus. So you're sliding the leg up on top of the other side, keeping it down on the floor like before. Again, just lift up. Both seat bones are even on the ground, and you just let yourself melt forward and drop down. final 30 seconds. Take those big deep breaths in. And let's find the edge of our mobility. Take in 2 more big deep breaths. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. Last one. Breathe out. So lift yourself up. Bring that leg around in front. Slide back the other leg. And come down to loosen up your hips. Just drop down. And melt in again. Sometimes we need to get a little bit uncomfortable, and getting uncomfortable helps us grow stronger. When we hit those uncomfortable places, like right now, all we want to do is run away from it. We want to distract our mind, we want to let all that chatter come in. This is unfortunately what we end up doing all of the time. We let that chatter stop us from moving forward. And we let that chatter overwhelm us so we stay exactly the same. But if we want to get stronger mentally and physically, and we want to improve our body, our mind, our situation, sometimes that means we've got to get to uncomfortable places. We've got to stretch our comfort zone. And by doing yoga and taking our body to these uncomfortable places, we're able to know that we're capable of doing that in other aspects of our lives. We know that we've got the ability to get uncomfortable and to be able to deal with it, and to not run away from it. So just breathe through it. Stay present. Final 30 seconds. Take those 3 big deep breaths in. Breathe in and breathe out. Go again, breathe in. And breathe out. And one last time. Breathe out. Beautiful. Lift yourself up. Glide in that back leg. Bring it in nice and close by your side. Now we're going to lie down onto our back. So I want you to tuck your leg so your heel is out just gently to the side, but your knees are together. And we're going to lie ourselves down onto our back here. So just gently rolling down, keeping the knees together and the knee out. And just open your palms out by your side and breathe. If that's too much for you, you can simply keep yourself up here on your elbows. And again, just letting yourself melt down. This is opening up all the ligaments that come down through the inside of our knees, and they often get really tight, as well as at the same time opening up our hips. So you just go to where you need to. And again, just breathe. The first time I ever did this stretch, I felt incredible discomfort in my knee joint. But the more I did it, the more those ligaments started to loosen up and started to let go. There's a between trusting your body and knowing what's right for it and what's wrong for it. And you know your body best, so don't let me take you to a place that's not right for you. And if this just doesn't feel right, then that's perfectly okay. Just wait until we move to the next pose. We'll go with that modified version. Just take in those big deep breaths. Fill your belly, exhale and relax. Okay, let's gently bring ourselves up. We're going to go straight to doing that on the other side. So if your knee feels a little fragile right now, that's okay, just let it straighten out. And we're going to go straight down to the other side, so tuck the leg in. And one side is bound to feel a little different to the other. That's normal. And that's why we do everything on both sides. To loosen the body up, to work on our alignment, and to help balance ourselves out. So just soak up this quiet spot that you're in. And just let yourself melt down. Okay, let's take those big deep breaths in. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale and find the edge of your mobility. Think of pulling your knee down to the ground and stretching your thigh bone down towards your opposite leg. Try that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time, breathe in and breathe out. Okay, let's lift ourselves up. Straighten both legs out in front. This is our last stretch. We're going to straighten the legs and we're going to come into our stick pose. This is where we're just folding forward over our thighs and just letting the body melt down. So really loosening up the lower back. Thoracic, seat bones, and just little by little you're just going to let yourself creep closer down towards your knees. One of my favourite stretches, especially when you hold this for such a long time, you're able just to feel your body millimetre by millimetre give us that flexibility and start to let go. We hold so much tension in our lower back and the top of our seat bones. This is just giving it that time to loosen up. Think of big deep breaths into your belly, letting the shoulders relax and melting down. Okay, let's take in, I have 3 big deep breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, and melt in. Go again, breathe in, breathe out. And one last one, big deep breath, and breathe out. And just hold here. Hold at your edge. And just slowly let yourself creep up. Just going to gently roll down onto our back and finish off with our best pose of all, Shavasana. Just let yourself lie on your back. Lengthen your arms out by your side, your feet full wide. And just feel how open the body is right now. Feel the openness through your hips, through your mind, and in your heart. Just take a few moments to find 3 things that you're truly grateful for right now. Stay here for a few minutes longer. watching your breath, and appreciating those things that you're truly grateful for in your life. Just when you're ready, take a big deep breath in, bring your hands behind your back, stretch your arms over your head and point your toes. And bring your hands and your knees over top and give your legs a hug. And then just when you're ready, bring yourself up to sitting. Just keep your eyes closed to start with. And just find a really tall spine. Shoulders relaxed, lengthen through the back of the neck, and breathe. A truly transformative yin yoga that you've just been through. Gentle, nourishing. It has hopefully helped open your body up, not only your body but also your mind, to those feeling comfortable with being uncomfortable. Just when you're ready, open up your eyes. Taking a big deep breath, lift up. Exhale and come down. Namaste. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that yoga. I certainly did. My body feels amazing after those beautiful long holds. Have a fantastic day up ahead of you, and I'll see you really soon for your next yoga.